All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're talking Detroit Lions because less than 24 hours from now, the Detroit Lions will be playing a home playoff divisional football game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Folks, you guys know the deal here. I am a Green Bay Packers fan, and we play in about 2 hours from the time of this recording. The Detroit Lions are making the NFC Conference Championship game, and I feel actually unbelievably certain that that's going to happen. I don't believe in jinxing. I don't believe in the whole superstitions, blah, 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 blah. But yes, less than 24 hours from now, the Detroit Lions will be taking on Tampa Bay. Now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers story is awesome. And if you guys know, I live down here in Southwest Florida. I have a Tampa Bay Buccaneers channel because I live down here in Southwest Florida. Like, I am not super biased as far as, I want the Lions to win, but I do think the Buccaneers have a fighting chance. But the point is this: the Detroit Lions are 10-1 when they score 24 points, okay? And to me, like, one of the only really ways that we've seen from the 5-loss Detroit Lions this season how to beat them is either, a shootout. I really just genuinely think you have to win in a shootout to take down the Detroit Lions. And, you could force some interceptions. You could force Jared Goff to make some mistakes. We haven't, to be honest with you, seen too many mistakes from Jared Goff. We haven't seen too many mistakes as far as turnovers go. I think the Los Angeles Rams victory this past weekend was a lot better than a lot of people thought because Los Angeles was supposed to win like 5 or 6 games this season, and then Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay did their thing. You got Puka Nacua. Like, it was an impressive victory, and we talked about it all week. Like, you got over the hump, right? All season. Actually, before we get into tonight's video, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Lions fans, I post a ton of Lions content every single week. So if we could try and get this video at 250 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. So I'm watching the Texans play the Ravens right now, and I don't know, man. I watched the Lions play football all season, and I just think they're such a good team. And what we talked about this week on the channel is they're over the hump. And whether it was Tampa Bay, and this was kind of the point I was trying to get at in the beginning of the video, is, whether it was Tampa Bay, whether it was going to be San Francisco, whether it was going to be Philadelphia, the actual opponent doesn't matter to me because Detroit had such a slept-on season, which is crazy to say because they won the NFC North and they won 12 football games. But when we look into the losses, it's just like, damn, dude, this team can really hang with everybody. And when I watch this team play all 17 games in this past weekend against the Rams, it's like, damn, dude, if they put together like a consistent 4 quarters, like, they're going to make the Super Bowl. I get it, man. Teams are good. You got the Packers, you got the Bucks, you got San Francisco. Like, I get it, but you're in the playoffs and you have as good of a chance as everybody. When the Detroit Lions play their brand of football, like more so in halves or more so in 3 quarters, like the third quarter woes in the regular season, they're such a team to beat. And I don't want this video to be like a Tampa Bay thing because, Tampa Bay is 2-5 in the playoffs. You've got Baker Mayfield. It's a crazy story. It's so impressive that they made the playoffs. It's so impressive that they made, they won the division and they took down Philadelphia. I don't care that Philly started 10-1 and, was like 1-6 in their final 7. Like, that doesn't matter to me. It's more so you got over the hump and you won a playoff game for the first time since the early 90s. And like I talked about this week where it's like all season I'm sitting here and I'm making these Lions recap videos and I'm making these Lions videos, and even Lions fans, and I fully understand it, it's like, damn, dude, like, we're playing so good. This is such a great culture. Like, the future's so bright. The present is so bright. But I'm just worried about the playoffs because it's been so long since we've won a playoff game. It's been so long since we've hosted a home playoff game, which you didn't even do in Ford. Like, you got over the hump. And you took down one of the hottest teams in the National Football League in the Los Angeles Rams. Like, the Rams started 3-6. They have Matthew Stafford. They have Cooper Kupp. They have Puka Nacua. And they have a really solid defense despite their youth. Like, the Rams were a really good team. And the Lions scored 3 freaking points in the second half. Like, there's not many playoff games that I can think of where you score 0 points in the fourth quarter and you're going to win that football game. And so I don't know, man. It like I said, this has nothing to do with the Buccaneers game, although I guess it technically should because they play each other in less than 24 hours. This Lions team just feels special to me. And I just, like I said, I think they're going to make the conference championship. And whether it's going to my Packers, man, we play in less than 2 hours from now. I just genuinely can't wait. Whether it's San Francisco or Green Bay, like Detroit has a really good opportunity to make the Super Bowl. Jared Goff. So like the Buccaneers, here's the thing with the Buccaneers. They have a solid defense. All right. It's a top 10 statistical defense. They give up huge chunk plays in the passing department. All right. But you have guys like Antoine Winfield, Carlton Davis back there who can make plays and can, make game-changing plays. They have a really solid defensive line, and they do a really good job at eliminating the rush. And we go back to week 6, where the Lions won 20-6. The Buccaneers obliterated, they kind of game plan. They schemed against the Lions' rushing attack, right? The Lions had a horrible rushing day, and Jared Goff threw for over 300 yards. And so I have this stat here. Jared Goff has posted 9 games with a plus or 100+ passer rating, and Detroit finished with at least 250 net passing yards in 11 games. And, Jared Goff's coming off a 22-27, 277 yards and a touchdown performance. And I'm just thinking, like, the only way I can see the Lions losing this football game is if they just turn the ball over. If they just turn the ball over. I think Baker Mayfield's a really good quarterback. I think he's in a really great situation. You've got Mike Evans, you've got Chris Godwin, you've got Cade Otton, you've got Rachaad White, you've got a solid defense. But I just am sitting here thinking, like, damn, dude, if Detroit just doesn't turn the ball over and they do what they've done all season, which includes winning ugly, this is a team that's still learning how to win. And for a team that's still learning how to win, to go 12-5 and win a playoff game, like, you're over the hump. And so now it's showtime. Now it's time to get down to business because you win 2 games and you're in the Super Bowl. The Detroit Lions win 2 games and you're in the freaking Super Bowl, man. It's crazy. And I get it. Like, next man up, next opponent up. You got Tampa Bay tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I just feel really good. I just feel like this is a special Lions season. And even if it's my Packers, and even if it's San Francisco, I just think if the Lions win tomorrow, man, I don't know what's stopping them. We've seen it time and time again. They can hang with everybody. So, I don't know. This was kind of a random video that we're making in the middle of this game. But I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content along with a couple Lions videos every single week. Most importantly, give me a final score prediction down below.